morning this Monday, the 4th of October. I'm Sophia Mavridis, a market analyst at Bell Direct. Last week was quite a volatile week. A sharp rise in bond yields had investors concerned about inflation. Higher energy prices were driving inflationary pressures amid power outages in China and fuel shortages in Britain. Fuel prices in Britain hit an 8-year high last week. China has suspended power supply and are rationing electricity as Beijing aims to cut carbon emissions, as well as coal shortages due to production capacity. Demand for coal has increased and the cost has soared. This all impacts Chinese steel production, which of course is reliant on Australia's biggest export, iron ore. The power shortage affects supply, has increased prices, and pushes China's producer price index higher, therefore may lead to higher inflation in consumer prices. So the energy crisis weighed on inflation fears last week. However, on Friday, US Treasury yields sharply fell after a favored inflation update. That's after the 10-year rate hit its highest point since June earlier in the week. Friday's sell-off saw Australian shares close 2% lower last week. It was the fourth straight week of declines. Banking stocks were the worst performers. All four major banks tumbled, with CBA down the most. Mining stocks also fell, while travel stocks were higher after Prime Minister Scott Morrison announced international borders will open in November. In overseas markets, European stocks closed in the red on Friday after economic data released showed Eurozone inflation hit a 13-year high. Inflation rose 3.4% in September, the highest reading since September 2008. The Stoxx 600 closed 0.4% lower. There was, however, a broad rebound in New York. All three major benchmarks advanced. President Joe Biden is working on a major infrastructure bill, and the rebound followed a surge in US consumer spending for August. The Dow gained 480 points, the S&P 500 rose nearly 1.2%, and the Nasdaq gained 0.8%. The 10-year Treasury yield fell on Friday back below 1.5%. Shares tied to the economic recovery were also boosted by pharmaceutical company Merck. Its shares jumped nearly 8.4% after announcing a new oral COVID-19 treatment, and that also boosted travel stocks. As for what to watch today locally, following US equities, the SPY futures are suggesting the ASX 200 will open 0.7% higher, and take note that October is historically another volatile month. As for upcoming dividends, BSA Limited BSA goes ex-dividend today, and some of the most traded stocks on Friday by Bell Direct clients were Fortescue Metals FMG and Mineral Resources MIN, as mining stocks all dropped. FMG fell 2.6% on Friday and was one of the ASX 200's worst performers in September, falling over 20% the past month with the drop in the iron ore prices. FMG is a Bell Potter buy. MIN fell 6.9% on Friday, and that is a Citi buy. In economic news, housing data released on Friday saw property prices are still rising, up 1.5% in September and have jumped 20% over the year. Economic updates in the week ahead include balance of trade data for August and the RBA's interest rate decision released tomorrow, and building permits out on Friday. Moving to commodities, the oil price has lifted 1.1% and is trading above $75, supported by tighter supply and high demand ahead of OPEC's meeting next week. Gold is trading higher with a strong dollar, rising bond yields, as well as expectations that the US Fed will pull back on bond buying in November. The coal price continues to ride amid the tight supply in China, while the seaborne iron ore price is trading 3.6% lower at $115 per ton. Now let's take a look at some trading ideas. Bell Potter have upgraded Unity Group UWL from a hold to a buy. Their 12-month price target remains unchanged at $4.50, where the total expected return is over 15%. Bell Potter views the recent pullback in UWL's share price as a buying opportunity and forecast continued strong growth. UWL closed lower on Friday at $3.82, implying 17.8% share price growth in a year. And as for some other trading ideas that you may consider, bullish charting signals have been identified in Index, IMD, Cynata Therapeutics, CYP, and Elsight, ELS, and that's according to Trading Central. And that is all for this morning. I'm Sophia Mavridis with Bell Direct. Have a great day and happy trading.